What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z 4th Form Frieza, which this is a figure we've gotten 3 times already. I've heard that this is the best looking version of it, which is probably why I pre-ordered it. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into it, starting off with that sexy packaging. Now for the packaging, it's the standard that we get with Tamashii Nation's Dragon Ball figures at this point. You got the window where you can see the figure, SH Figuarts, Frieza, 4th Form right there. Some images along the sides and the top. Does say Bandai made in China right there. Toei sticker, Dragon Ball Z, Tamashii Nation's Bandai, choking hazard. Here's some of those images that are on the sides. Here he is yelling at the top. There's another image on the bottom. 4th Form Frieza right there on the side. And then, of course, on the back, you do have some poses you can get the figure into, as well as the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. And then a bunch of legal stuff at the bottom that nobody cares about. So let's go ahead and bust this figure out and see what he's all about. Now, straight out of the packaging, here is the Universal Tyrant himself, Frieza in his 4th form. As I said, this is our 3rd time seeing this figure, but I will be honest, this is the best that it has looked. As you know, if you remember watching Dragon Ball Z growing up, Namek always had this like greenish type color theme, and it made Frieza's skin look a little bit bluish, and so our boy became about 8% Smurf. And that's what we got with this figure. It's Frieza, he's white, but he has this blue shading to him that makes the figure look really nice. It's very reminiscent of that old style Dragon Ball art, and that's probably the selling point for me when it came to this figure. I'm not entirely sure, but I do really like the look of this guy. I also like that they painted the they're not really eyebrows, I guess, like the wrinkles above his eyebrows. And one thing I also like is he kind of has like the cocky eye. I don't know if that was on purpose, but one eye looks like it's raised a little bit more than the other. Maybe it's because I got the head tilted. I don't know. Nah, one eye is definitely raised just a tad bit more than the other. And that doesn't bother me at all. But if you've had any Frieza figure, the first one, the second one, even a golden Frieza, then you kind of know what to expect. It's the same engineering, almost the same mold. Some of the stuff has been retooled from the golden Frieza, but overall, it's pretty much the same figure. Now, one thing they did that I don't understand is this is the Dragon Ball Z version of Frieza. So I don't know why they kept the hole in the top of the head for the halo, which he actually comes with. Maybe they just figured some people would buy this and use it as a Dragon Ball Super Frieza, which technically you could. I mean, it's Frieza, but he didn't have the blue tint in Dragon Ball Super. But either way, overall, decent looking figure. In terms of how it looks, I would say paint-wise and just overall, I think this one does really look the best out of all the Frieza figures that we've gotten up until now. Now, when it comes to his height, we all know Frieza is a tiny little dangerous boy, but the figure captures that very well. As you can see, he's right above 4.5 inches, not even touching 5. So very, very small figure, which that's how he's supposed to be. Akira Toriyama even said that he drew Frieza smaller and went with a more simplistic design that's more dangerous, just to make the character seem more menacing. And Tamashii Nations once again did a good job capturing that, even though technically this is probably just a repaint. Moving on to the articulation, he does look up not very much at all, because that big dome is touching the back of his neck. And so that's about as much as you're going to get him looking up when you utilize the neck. He looks down a decent amount, not all the way. I wish he could go a little bit further, because if you're facing him forward, it's still going to look like he's looking forward. It's not like he's actually looking down. But yeah, you do get really good tilt, turn, and you can get very, very expressive with Frieza. So I do like that. The arms, uncanny when it comes to articulation. Which there's no restrictions, so obviously that's a great job. You can bring the arms in about this much, so fighting poses will be fine, or death beams, or whatever you want to pose him doing. You're not going to have any problem with that, and you can move those arms around very well. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that come all the way in, so Frieza, if you want him to, he can flex, no problem. His hands are on a, I always try to show these off, but sometimes it's dangerous to do on camera, but hands are on a ball peg, feels pretty sturdy, so I don't think anyone's going to have to worry about that breaking. He does have this little floaty piece right here that we've been getting with all of our Frieza figures. It does kind of lift up, so whenever you want to pose him, make sure that you move that so that that paint doesn't rub. He does get a little bit of diaphragm movement, not a whole lot. Goes back about that much. Forward a little bit more. More of it's going to come out of the waist. As you guys can see at the waist, he can move around just fine. He does get tilt and turn all throughout the torso, so articulation wise, he's definitely able to move. And look at all that blue in there. I don't know if my camera is picking that up, but it's a whole lot of blue in there. Anyway, his legs are on the drop down method, so he can kick the crap out of Goku or Vegeta if you want him to. And he can do the splits about that much. He does have a built-in thigh swivel. Knees are double jointed. They feel a little stiff though. But yeah, they are double jointed. You can basically touch these if you want to. So yeah, that works. Foot also feels really stiff, but it goes down, up. You do get ankle rocker, but you do not get the triple toe hinge. So you're not going to get that. But overall, articulation-wise, same thing we've seen before. Now moving on to his tail, it does go up, down, left, right, all kinds of rotating methods if you want to do that. And of course, I did put that on strictly for this segment so you guys could see it. But yeah, articulation-wise, decent. I don't have anything to complain about. Now, when it comes to accessories, he is missing a few things that some of the other figures came with, but it does make sense considering the fact that those were $50, $60 figures. This is a $30 figure. First off, he does come with the signature smirk that we've been getting since day one and a pair of fist hands. He comes with this teeth gritted face that is about 12% Smurf, and I say that because it just looks like there's a little bit more blue on it. And then he comes with this yelling face, which looks like it's about 15% Smurf. And I think they did a really good job sculpting the veins on here. I don't remember them being this transparent on the other releases, but this just looks really, really good. The more you look at it, the more it almost looks like it's like a grayish type color. Maybe it's because of the blue and the purple. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, it looks really good. Now, in terms of hands, he does come with a pair of blasting hands. You can use these for when he's trying to stop the spirit bomb. He comes with a pair of relaxed hands. He comes with the one hand that he used whenever he was about to lift Krillin in the air and go kaboom. You guys already know that scene where Goku goes Super Saiyan. If you don't, what are you doing? He does come with a death beam finger, but no death beam. He comes with a pair of crossed arms, which they've been giving Frieza since day one. I'm glad that they continue to do that. Just wish they would up the engineering because sometimes they're a pain to put on certain figures, like Jiren. But anyway, he does come with a pair of floating feet or clawing into a rock feet, whatever you want to use these for, stepping on Goku, whatever, when he was trying to drown it, if you guys remember that scene. He comes with the halo. I don't know why, but you just plug it into the top of this head. And it is the only head, once again, that you can put it on. Just that smirking face. So they reused that part, and I guess they just decided not to fill it in for whatever reason. He does come with his tail, which I've already shown. Technically, it's not an accessory, but whatever. Here it is. And lastly, what caught me off guard was this Dragon Ball. I don't know. I must have missed this in the promo images. Only reason I knew he came with this is because of 86's review. Go check his review out if you haven't already. But makes me wonder if they're starting over with more Namekian characters. This is the first glowing Dragon Ball that we've got, meaning that we've got 6 more to go. I'm wondering what other figures they're going to do. I think the Gohan and Krillin are going to come with 2. But I don't see them doing... Maybe another Vegeta, like a Namekian Vegeta, that would be sick. I'd be all over that. Maybe Nail, that would be fire. I don't think they'll tackle Frieza's other forms. Maybe the second one, but I don't see them doing anything like the third one. That would just be too crazy. I'd be all for it, but I don't see it happening. Anyway, moving on. Moving on to size comparisons, here he is standing next to an SH Figuarts Saiyan raised on Earth Goku, the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Bardock, which is still one of my favorite figures to date, and the SH Figuarts Proud Namekian Warrior Piccolo. Now, in case you were wanting to get your Dragon Ball Super on, here he is standing next to an SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power 17, the 18 from the Tournament of Power as well from SH Figuarts, and the SH Figuarts Jirin. Now, as you guys know, we have to have a Spider-Man figure in every review. So here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home integrated suit Spider-Man, the Sentinel Into the Spider-Verse Peter B. Parker, and of course a Mafex Spider-Man Homecoming Spider-Man. Once again, shorter than everyone, of course. Now, for my final thoughts on this figure, I have to say, if you have any Frieza figure, then you already know what to expect. Meaning 9 times out of 10, you already know whether you want this figure or not. It's not like you really had to watch my review to decide. But if you are watching this review and that's what's going to help you decide whether you want it, I'll say just consider 2 things. If you want the bluish look to him because of Dragon Ball Z nostalgia, then yeah, you'll enjoy it. Other than that, I mean, the only thing that you really get out of this figure is a glowing Dragon Ball, which, I mean, if you're not going to do anything with them, if they're just going to sit there, then they don't really matter. Especially if you've already collected the other 7 Dragon Balls from the other figures that they've released. It's not like even the Dragon Ball matters. And so, yeah, he's $30. But if you're not a completionist to where you have to have every Dragon Ball figure, you don't have to pick this guy up, man. I mean, I don't really feel like it does anything for the collection. It looks cool, but that's about it. And that's my opinion on it. When it comes to the Dragon Ball stuff, I'm normally not the most excited unless it's something absolutely new like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku or the Dragon Ball's Super Tournament of Power androids. Something that we haven't gotten before. But this figure we've seen 3 times in 4th form and then, 1 or 2 times in golden form. So you just know what to expect. But anyway, that's my review. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon so that you're notified whenever I upload new content. And lastly, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.